so excited to be back with you all. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, it is true. Your eyes do not deceive you. It is time for the deer, Athena Bambina. It is me. Yes, it is I. Thank you so much, Merrick. I appreciate that, friend. Yes, welcome everybody. It is I, Athena Bambina. I'm very happy to be back. We have a lot to talk about. It's been like a month. We definitely have a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on, where I've been, what's been going on with me, what's been going on with you, what's been going on with the world. Oh my golly, there's so much happening out there now. So let's shout out everybody who came by today, and of course, thank you everybody who is also watching the VOD. Thank you so much, Merrick, for being here. Swagged out, yeah, I'm swagged out, dripped out. Timestamp guy, Falco Nero, Yuki, Vanilla Master, iChama, Batsy, Joseph, Moist, Janoy, Amigo, Z, McLovin, Nick Starlin, Shiny, Roland, Aiden, Rat, Loge, Joestar, Meatbags. Okay, if I missed anybody, please let me know, but thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you all. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So yes, why did I disappear? Yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or the deer in the room, I guess. I moved. My parents basically kind of abruptly, really, said, yeah, we're moving and you're coming with. And so I just basically moved with them to the middle of nowhere. The Wi-Fi's really not that great here, but I'm hoping that the Wi-Fi won't disconnect or anything. So with me moving and everything, obviously, you know, I'm sure a move would be hard enough for a neurotypical person, but you know, I'm autistic, so like when my routine gets messed up, it brings me some mental stress. So I really was not vibing with the move. It was putting me in a lot of mental stress, and I was having meltdowns and stuff. But I've been here a month. I'm doing my best to get used to it. You know, I think the worst part for me is being away from most of my family now. You know, my father basically said, my father is kind of like a doom poster. He's like, oh, the world's gonna explode, so let's move to the middle of nowhere just in case. And I do understand his concerns. You know, it's good to be prepared in case something happens, but at the same time, I'm somebody who believes that, you know, I have God with me, so I don't have anything to be afraid of if something happens. But you know, I had to move with them, so there's nothing here. The roads are very windy. The Wi-Fi is not the best, but if I have to think of a positive, it is that I am in more nature now. So I'll be talking about that. More nature. I saw 3 deer yesterday. Oh, and today in the backyard I saw a wild turkey. So at least you know, I see the beauty of God's creation here, but it is kind of hard. So for a month I was just kind of dealing with this and processing this, but I'm in a better headspace now, and I'm gonna get back to streaming. So that's what happened. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. How you doing, Toothless and Link? Cake, Alan, Matthias, Dirt. Thank you, friends. I really appreciate it. Oh, and Carrie, how you doing? Why not just move out? Well, I'm not married yet, so I don't want to, what's the word? I don't want to live with somebody before we're married. So, because I think that's against the Bible, so I have to wait to get married before I move out. Also, I didn't even do my taxes this year. You know, it's not like I'm a billionaire. Oh, and what I mean by that is I didn't make enough money to be eligible to do taxes. So it's not like I could just buy a house or something, you know. I'm only I'm only 20. Am I 22 or 23? Oh gosh. I don't. Okay. Born in 2000. I think I'm 22. Oh gosh. Brain fart. Sorry. But I'm very happy to be back with you all. I really have missed you guys. You can just get a job and live alone. Ooh, being somebody. I don't know. I feel like it would be really hard, somebody with autism living alone. I want to live with the person I love. And this is my job. I've tried regular jobs and it just doesn't work out for me. I'm happy. I'm happy with where I am in life. I think everything happens for a reason, and this is just the direction God pointed me in. So I'm sure everything's going to work out. Also, I know a lot of you guys have been DMing me, and I really apologize for not getting back to them. Like, my spoons were like completely drained, so I didn't really have energy to do that. But since I'm back to streaming, I'm going to do my best to respond to all the DMs and everything now. And I'm very happy. I have a lot in store. Yeah, I am a little baby. Becoming one with nature, just like the deer you are. Yeah. Oh my gosh, like the turkey. I've never seen a wild turkey before, so it is nice seeing more nature. Like I've seen these brand new trees I've never seen before, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I used to not really even enjoy nature, like the bugs and everything, but like lately I found myself going outside and looking for worms under bricks and stuff. Like I'm really enjoying the nature here, but that's the only positive really. But it's okay. So much deer. My dog, she tries to scare off the deer and she tries to scare off the turkey and stuff, and I'm like, no, 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 deer are friends, deer are friends. I'm deer, don't chase them, please, Angel. But everything else is good. Kiwi! Oh, Kiwi, I'm so glad you're here. Yes, I gotta respond to your DMs. Yes, I gotta respond to like a lot of people's DMs. I apologize, but yes, I'm all good now, and I'm super excited to be back. Thank you, everybody. Monster of the week, be like, I will drain Athena of her spoons. Sulfur Steve, yo, thank you so much, friend. I really appreciate that. People always make a big deal about bootstraps. Live by yourself, and man, it is so draining. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. I know some people shame people for like still living with their parents, but honestly, I love my parents. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing to if you're still living with your parents, I don't think that's bad. I mean, you have a good I mean, in Asia, don't they like live with grandparents and like your whole family kind of lives together in one household, and I feel like it's a really good I feel like there's connecting with your family is a really good thing. Um so I'm very happy that I've been able to do that more. So I don't really understand why people make a big deal out of, oh, you're still living with your parents. Like, yes, I'm still living with my parents. I love my parents, and I love them with all my heart. But something I might be able to do is apply for disability. I'm gonna apply for disability, and maybe that will help as well. Feliz cumple. No. Oh, doesn't that mean? Oh, in Spanish, cumpleaños means birthday. But I thought he was saying happy birthday. It's not my birthday. I'm back. But thank you, RGA. And car and it really is the same in Latin American countries. I really admire Mexican culture and Japanese culture especially. I find that is quite admirable that in Latin countries. I'm not sure if all, but Steve says that in Latin countries you live with your parents, so I like that. Never let them shame you. People from other cultures look at us and laugh for buying into that meme. Kids with no resources getting fleeced by landlords. Yeah, I agree. It honestly feels tired of being around nothing but civilization. I need more of God's pure nature mixed in. Sometimes something I don't have, unfortunately. I feel like if you just take a deep breath, and even if you're in the city, even if you're in like the most ghetto part of the city where like shootings are around, I feel like you can at least still look up at the sky and see the beauty God created with all the Pink fluffy clouds. Pink fluffy clouds. What am I thinking of? Cotton candy? I guess I'm hungry. I mean, white fluffy clouds and grass. And, you know, I feel like there's even. I find it quite adorable that there are rats and people are so scared of rats, but I find rats quite adorable. My my mother is so afraid of rats. I told her how I want a hamster, and she's like, hamsters, okay, but no rats. And I was like, you've never seen a cute rat? Here, let me just show you one photo. Let me show you one photo of a cute rat. And she says, no rats, no rats. But like, I can't be the only person who thinks that. Like, you see those videos of a rat eating pizza in New York City, and I find it adorable. Like, it's just a little dude munching on his yummies. Like, I think there's beauty in that. Like, even if you're in the city, I feel like there's beauty. Like, that is God's creation, enjoying a little meal. Like, like I feel like it's cute. My birthday was 3 days ago. Feliz cumpleaños, Jose. Oh, Joseph. Sorry. Not with thick smog in the air. Hey, I'm sure you can find a cute little rat or something. Being with family is way better than being alone. So true. And if you guys are ever feeling alone, you know, I'm really happy to be back. Like, I consider you guys my family in a way. You know, the Bible says, if two or more people are gathered in my name, there I shall be with them. So I find it very cozy and relaxing to have this community with you all. You know, God is here for us. Whatever you're going with, you know, just know that the Lord will always be here for you and always provide for you. My elementary school teacher had pet rats. I remember when I was in elementary school, the only thing we had was pet turtles. They have a lot of diseases on them. I'm not saying to go and pet one, you know, but I'm saying they are quite cute. City rats are completely harmless if you don't try to harm them. Yeah, kind of like bees, I guess. I think rats are cute, but I wouldn't be happy to find one in my kitchen. Have you guys seen Ratatouille? I don't know. If I saw a little rat nibbling on something in my kitchen, I don't know. Maybe it's just a girl thing, but, like, they're just so cute and tiny. Like, how could you not love them? Girls like cute and tiny things. There was this Vsauce video. Sorry, I'm getting off track, but there's this Vsauce video explaining that the smaller something is, humans perceive it as cuter, and the bigger something is, humans perceive it as scarier. I don't know why that is. I find that very fascinating. So, I guess tiny creatures are adorable. I saw a water bug today, and I thought it was cute. I don't know what's going on with me. To be fair, rats did wipe out half of Europe in the 14th century. But was it their fault though? They didn't ask to be the carriers. Got stung by a bee once, hurt so much. I've never been stung by a bee. My father, this is a story my father never lets my mother live down. So once I was at Disney World or Disneyland, I don't remember, the one in Florida. I was there with my family, and my dad used to do a lot of physical activity, and he hurt his knee due to it. So he basically, his knee, like, I don't know if it got broken or stuff, but he has to get his knee drained and stuff, and he got a hip knee replacement surgery recently. But anyway, back then, maybe I was like 9 or 10 years old, his knee hurt really badly, so my mom was pushing him around in a wheelchair at Disney World or Land, whatever, one of them, right? And he was sitting under this shade, like this tree, with flowers on it, and there was a bunch of bees nearby. And I guess I went on a ride or something, and my mom was going to go get food, and my poor father was all alone there. It was at the top of this hill, right? So he couldn't, like, escape, because then he'd have to go down the big hill with his wheelchair and maybe injure himself. But my dad was there, and a bunch of bees stung him, and my mom came back, and he was all swollen, and my dad never lets my mother live that down. Are worms cute? I love earthworms. I think earthworms are adorable. I find them so fascinating. Like, they don't have eyes or a nose or a mouth or arms or legs or anything, but they're still alive. They kind of remind me of jellyfish. Like, they're just living creatures. They're so cool. They're so interesting. Spiders are cute to me. No, I don't. That's the one animal. I'm not a really big fan of arachnas. How you doing, Cash? There was a big problem in inner city New Orleans of people illegally selling and eating rat meat. Oh, I watched this video. Actually, it was this video of this guy, best ever food review show. He went to this part in Thailand, and there's this village. Apparently, they're really poor because their last name is associated with a low caste or something, and all they can eat, they live in like the middle of nowhere, and all they eat is like rats and field mice. And it was quite interesting seeing them eat rats, not gonna lie. I would not eat a rat because I follow Old Testament eating laws. Like, I don't eat pork or anything, so I wouldn't eat a rat or a bat or anything. But if I was like gonna die and there was a rat next to me, I don't think I could eat the rat. I just don't think I could. Did he do a lot of manual labor? He did a lot of athletics and stuff. Disneyland / World is full of soy. The one thing I went to Epcot when I was younger, and I really enjoyed the Japan Pavilion. I think that was that was not my first weeb awakening, but that really solidified me being a weeaboo. I think is when I went to Epcot and saw the Japan Pavilion. You could argue that is soy, yes, I know, but I enjoyed it. So shame me all you want. I'm a weeb. Have you seen ice worms or cave worms? I've never seen an ice worm. That sounds really interesting. You should tell me about them. They do have a mouth. It's just really tiny. Oh. Hi, Sayu, and hi, Sen. How you guys doing? Yeah, I'm so happy to be back, everybody. If you guys have any questions, I guess you can ask them. I know some people were saying, like, is there a bunch of nature where you are? And yeah, there's a bunch of nature here. Same, Athena, I'm a weeb too. I mean, I think you kind of have to be a little bit of a weeb to watch a VTuber. Or at least like the anime aesthetic. Ice worms? I wonder if they're blue. Let's Google ice worms. Ice worms. Yeah, I'm Googling ice worms. And if the Wi-Fi shuts down, let me know. I hope they don't shut me down. Whoa! What the heck, dude? There's this close-up of an ice worm. It looks like glacier ice worm. Everybody Google glacier ice. I don't know how to show it on my screen, but Google glacier ice worm, and it's like a monster in the close-up. But they're just little dudes chilling. They're very tiny. It looks like it's like super tiny in this guy's finger. I like earthworms. I think earthworms are my favorite though. I got bit by a grub worm and nobody believes me. I believe you. I bet they bite. I got bit by a caterpillar once. I remember when I was younger. You guys know that meme Gondel, that fuzzy caterpillar? I saw one of those fuzzy caterpillars when I was like 6 or something, and I went to pet it and hold it, and it was very ticklish, but then it bit me. It bit me, and I remember crying and screaming. So I definitely believe that you got bit by a grub worm. If you're watching VTubers, you're very down the rabbit hole. Weeb rabbit hole. How you doing, Ka? And Akim? Ice worms will come for your ice in the fridge. What was your clown name? Oh yeah, so if you're new here, you haven't watched a lot of my streams. I used to be a clown. I never went to a clown college. Those are super expensive. But I did go to a clown training program. And I specialized. This is so stupid because people think this is like one of the easiest things you can do. But it requires its own, gosh, what's the word? It requires its own specific skill set, which is hard for some people. I was very good at scarf juggling. That was one of my specialties, scarf juggling. You may be thinking, what in the world is scarf juggling? You just get some old lady's scarf and throw it over your hands. But no, it's kind of like like these little, I would say it's about the size of like a tissue, like something you blow your nose in and they're rainbow colored, and then you do all sorts of tricks with them up in the air and catch them and move them in interesting ways and such. um, I did that, and obviously I did like slapstick clowning. Pieing was my favorite. And tightrope, I was actually surprisingly good at tightrope. The things I was not very good at was spinning plates. I was really bad at spinning plates. Um, and I was also bad at ball walking. You know, like when you go up on a giant ball, and they wouldn't let me do stilts. I think I was just way too bad at types of walking, so they wouldn't let me do the stilts. But for some reason, I was super good at tight roping, which is interesting because I don't really have good balance. I think my feet just gripped the rope well or something. Oh, and something I would have liked to done, but I didn't, is you guys may know this, you may not know this, but my hair goes down to, like, golly, what's the word? I did not take anatomy. Goes down to my kneecaps? Is that the word? My hair goes down to my kneecaps, right? And something I've seen at circuses is those girls who, like, their hair is tied to this ring, and then they fly and stuff. I would have liked to try that once if I was ever in like an actual circus. I think that would have been cool to do, but I can't help but imagine that, like, your hair might fall out or something. So I don't know how the physics of it works, but I feel like that's something I would only do once. I don't think it would be very healthy for my hair, but I have the hair for it. I wonder if, like, let's say hypothetically, right? You're a girl with short hair. Could you, like, gorilla glue like a wig to your hair, and then, like, if you did the ring flying thing, would it fall off? Like, could the gorilla glue? You guys remember that gorilla glue lady who glued her hair and it wouldn't come out, her wig, and it wouldn't come out or something? I wonder, like, could you fly in the circus with hair like that? I wonder. I wonder. Had a pet ladybug once. What it was the tuition of clown college? I think Steve-O did a video about it, and it's like, clown college is like super expensive. I think it's more than 20K if I remember correctly. How you doing, Yoko? Clown school is just a regular school. Yeah, with this U.S. education system, yeah. I never even realized, all the other countries laugh at us because I never had geography. I don't know where any countries are except, some of South America I learned for Spanish class, and Japan and Italy. I don't really, if you told me where is Switzerland on a map, I couldn't point it out to you. We never had geography growing up in United States school, from, at least in my schools. Excuse me, first burp of the stream. Welcome back, burp. Oh, excuse me. Had a pet ladybug once when I was a kid. I put it on a leaf in the park, and there was a fountain. I put the leaf in the fountain and it drowned. Oh, no. It's in ladybug heaven now, Badsy. I wouldn't consider myself a weeb. I tried to when I was a teenager, but didn't get into it. You're the only VTuber I watch. Well, thank you, friend. Thank you, O2. Yeah, I don't really watch VTubers much anymore. But I do like still watching anime. I started actually watching Inuyasha. How you doing, Sayu? I'm very sleepy. I didn't sleep for the entire night. Well, hopefully this can be a relaxing stream for you. We're just chatting, really. Never trust a clown with pies. Pieing was one of my favorite things. When you get the what's it called? I don't know if it's aluminum. It's either, I think it's like the aluminum thing, and then you put a bunch of whipped cream or something in it. Shaving cream or whipped cream. No clowns can afford real pies in today's economy. we can't afford like 20 actual pies, like actual food pies in this economy. Have you seen what's been happening with inflation? We just can't afford it, so we stick with whipped cream and stuff. Well, thank you, Sayu. I appreciate that. You doing okay? Purple Inuyasha is a classic. Yeah, I actually enjoy it. I think the monster design is really interesting. Increase volume. Okay, I'm increasing volume. Is that better? Volume has been increased, friend. Well, thank you so much, Meep. I appreciate that. Sesshomaru? Um, is that an anime? I've never seen it. I feel like that's the name of a person who comes here sometimes, but I've never seen it. Spy X Family is Wholesome. I've never seen it. I'm kind of a gosh, what is it? 90s into early 2000s anime. Slice of life I really like. But surprisingly, I've been getting more into action recently. Not action. Shonen, like quote unquote boy stuff. Like I really like Yu-Gi-Oh and I really like Inuyasha. Yu-Gi-Oh especially. Yu-Gi-Oh Season 0 is super cozy. Saint Seiya, is that the one where Jesus and Buddha live together? I feel like that's low-key a little blasphemous. Hey Wacky, how you doing, friend? Soyax Reddit. Was wondering where you been. I moved. Yep. Inuyasha is beloved by girls, really? Well, maybe they think he's attractive or something. I don't know. Oh, and I watched what's it called? Ranma a Half and Marmalade Boy and Gals, Super Gals, just a bunch of early 2000s stuff. Wouldn't call Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 cozy. Yugi sets a bloke on fire. I don't know why I find it relaxing. I think I like old animation style, like things that look kind of pixely and things that aren't in HD. Like, for instance, like old episodes of The Simpsons are cozy to me, like King of the Hill, old episode. Actually, all of King of the Hill I would say is cozy, but especially the old episodes. When cartoons that are running for a while transition from, is the word SD to HD, I don't like it. I think it ruins the vibe. Like, animation to me has to be kind of like amateurish and not high definition. I just think it has more charm to it. I think it's awfully cozy. Oh yeah, and I've seen a little bit of the original Dragon Ball too. Yeah, cell animation. That's what it's called. Thank you, Roland. Cell animation. I really like cell animation. I find it very cozy. How you doing, Levi? Every year I get back into Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, there's this rare Yu-Gi-Oh game. Yeah, cell animation to digital animation. Thank you, Carrie. There's this old Yu-Gi-Oh game. So Mr. was telling me about this game called, I know the name sounds kind of weird, but it's about creating the best horse for your racing team. I feel like it was called Stud Breeding 99 or something, and it was on the PS1. It was a Japan exclusive game. So anyway, we were looking up monster breeding games, and there was this one super rare Yu-Gi-Oh monster breeding game, and it was like a mix of like breeding the monsters with Fire Emblem, and I thought it's in Japanese only, unfortunately, but if I can figure out how to translate it, I will. But I thought that would be a fun game to stream, so I think we might be doing some of those games. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, why was I talking about that? Oh yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, let's see what y'all are saying. Have you ever watched Mega Man? I've never watched Mega Man, and I've never played a Mega Man game. Mega Man and Metroid were some of the few Nintendo games I didn't get into when I was growing up. Saint Seiya is about a constellation-themed knights fighting to protect goddess Athena. Oh, hey, that's my name. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. The Three Magical Girls. Or is that Ryan Knight or something? I think I've seen some of the dolls from it. Hey, Guren, how are you doing, friend? Most girls like Inuyasha because a lot of girls like a cute dog boy with attitude. I see. I did not know that about us females. SD and HU for two-screen resolution. Thank you. I recommend Happy Family Carl Vincent. It's an early 1980s slice of life childcare OVA. It's free on YouTube. Thank you. Somebody was saying Lucky Star. I really like Lucky Star too. The only thing I don't like about Lucky Star is the ending of Lucky Star with that really annoying pink-haired girl screaming and bullying the guy. I've never found it funny. I showed Mr. Lucky Star, and he just had to skip the entire segments with her. He could not stand that girl. I don't know. Let me know if you guys like that girl. Shiki is based. Shiki, isn't that a vampire anime? I feel like back in the day it got some bad reviews, but you can't trust critics these days. You can buy physical cells from those old cartoons. Yeah, I find like I find that very cozy. Sure, there's a translation for it. How you doing, Sangwang? No Mega Man at all. I know you hate platformers, so I guess it makes sense. The only platformer I like is Super Mario 2. But I would argue that's not really that much of a platformer. Who am I kidding? It is. It is a platformer. It's the only one I like probably because that's the only game I had really on my GBA growing up. It's not that I hate platformers, I'm just kind of bad at it. Mystic Art Ray Earth. Thank you. Megaman.exe is basically Mega Man Battle Network. There's an ad in the middle of stream. Wait, did YouTube does YouTube do that now? I mean, I haven't been here in a month. Did YouTube make it so you get ads midway through? I can try turning them off for you guys. Like, I didn't know that it was on. I didn't know that was a new YouTube thing. So apologies for that. Dang. There's been a lot of changes to YouTube since I've been gone. It's kind of very interesting. Aw, thank you guys. It's very interesting how much changes within a month. I've missed so much on the cultural, what's the word? Zeitgeist? Is that the word? Like, I don't even know what's happening in pop culture. All I know is that the Mario movie is out. That's all I know about the Mario movie, which I really want to see. I've heard that the peaches, 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 peaches. I've heard that song. That's all I know. I'm really hyped to see the Mario movie. The critics were saying it wasn't bad, but who trusts critics these days? So yeah, I feel like, if like critics kind of remind me of English teachers. If something doesn't have a hidden super secret message or agenda or social commentary, they don't care about it. Like for real, like, let me just enjoy a happy cozy movie. A cozy happy movie can be just as good as a movie with a thought-provoking message. You know what I mean? If you disable them, won't you get a cut on your ad revenue? Yeah, I guess I would, but it's not like I make much ad money from ad revenue anyway. I much prefer the comfort of your guys's than me getting money. I feel like even if I would, like, I have the philosophy in life that, like, if I'm homeless, it doesn't matter because I still have God. So I much more care about your guys' comfort. Did you know that the creator of The Simpsons was on Epstein's Island? Matt Groening? Is that his name? Matt Groening? Really? Truly? I believe it. I feel like to get a cartoon up and running on TV today, you have to, be there's a certain way to get your stuff on TV. There's a certain way to get famous. You have to do bad stuff for it. I'd believe it. The one thing I remember is the guy who created Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane, on the day of 9/11, supposedly he was going to get a plane ride into New York that day, but for some coinky-dink, he randomly decided to cancel his flight to New York. I don't know, seems a little sus to me. Maybe he knew something. Maybe because he was a high-up animator and he probably, like, sold his soul or something. I'm just assuming, to get his cartoon playing. Maybe he did that and then they were like, yeah, we're gonna blow up the tower. Don't go to New York today. I'm not sure. Maybe. Dalai Lama was a little bit naughty. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Shaking my head. That's all I can say. Shaking my head at that. That's all I'll say about that. Dungeons and Dragons movie is out. I heard it was good. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I saw the trailer for Dungeons and Dragons and I thought it was a bunch of POOP. I was like, this is Dungeons and Dragons? Like, it's a no for me. So no from me. Mario movie was a lot of fun, super fast paced though. Oh, I bet people with ADHD would love it then. They always need constant stimuli. But for me, I find, as somebody who on the spectrum, I find movies that are more slow, and what's the word? Is it slow burn? Is that the word, where things gradually build up over time? Like one of my favorite movies is Titanic. It's like over 3 hours long, but I like movies that are long. Obviously, the longer the movie doesn't necessarily equate it to being better, but I like learning and learning all about the characters and going into that sort of world. Sometimes when things are too fast paced, it just stimulates me. So thank you for telling me that. I'll have to remember that going in. I remember I wanted to, when I was younger, I wanted to see The Incredibles too, but apparently there was an epilepsy scene, so I couldn't go see it. Luigi gets kidnapped by Bowser instead of Peach. That's interesting. Does Bowser have a thing for Luigi now? Like, what's going on? They put a feminist agenda on it. I've heard some people say that, but I don't necessarily think Princess Peach fighting back is quote-unquote feminist. I mean, she fights in Smash, she fought in Super Princess Peach for the DS. Unless I'm missing something, I don't really think that movie has an agenda to it, but then again, I've never seen it. Mario movie is great. The critics just won't shut up about their story, but it's Mario. It's just supposed to be fun. Exactly. Sometimes it's good to have a little, nonsensical, silly. We do a little laughing. We do a little trolling. We do a little silly. You know what I mean? The movie is by Illumination. That studio always plays safe. Yeah, like I saw the first Despicable Me, and I saw the first Sing. I liked those movies. Shame me all you want for liking the Despicable Me. Is I know they have minions and minions are annoying, but I've always found it so charming. It's a story about a guy who's bad, but then he changes, and then he adopts 3 girls. And I remember I was so shocked when that movie came out because it was like, it had like Christian stuff in it too. Like they were like praying and stuff in that movie. Like they prayed that they got adopted, and then God gave them Gru, and we learned a valuable lesson that people can change, and I really like that message. So yes, I'm a sucker for the first Minions. Not first Minions movie. Whew. Despicable Me movie. What does it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his soul? True. The best Mario movie is the original one from the 90s. I heard that one was golly, what is it? I heard that one was live action. I heard that the live action Mario wasn't that good, but you know what? I feel like it probably has some camp to it. Some camp value to it, so I think it would be interesting. It was so disappointed when I saw Matt Groening's name in the Epstein flight logs, right? Maybe we should do a stream where we see who went there. I don't know. That probably would be taken down. I have a lot of fun stream ideas. I want this week, obviously April is Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. I want to do a stream about, I know it might sound a little soy, but I do want to do a stream about my journey with autism because I want to educate people about it and help people who maybe are autistic themselves. I know I have a lot of autistic members of this community, so I want to share like how I coped with it and get through meltdowns and stuff, and just my journey and signs and stuff, because a lot of people fake autism nowadays, and I think it's really important to spread truthful, factual things about it. As somebody who has read the DSM-5 and was going into psychiatry before I realized school is a scam. I was on the roof of one of the towers like a few days before it happened as a wee lad. Scary to think about looking back. Dang, I'm glad you're safe, dude. Praise God. Halloween from 1978 is what you'd call a slow burn. I should check that movie out. Welcome back, Athena. I miss you so much. Just got back signing some important paperwork for something IRL. Well, that means a lot to me, Yuki. Thank you so much for being here, friend. I'm glad you guys are here. I am sleepy, Athena. I'm really sleepy today. I'll catch up with you some other time. Bye bye. No, don't worry about it, friend. You come first. I'm just here to make you guys happy. You know, if you going to sleep makes you happy, then so be it. You know, I'm just doing my best to have a nice time with you all and spread coziness. How you doing, Wizard? Do you like the Lord of the Rings special editions? They belong. I've actually never seen Lord of the Rings. My parents wouldn't let me watch it growing up. I wasn't allowed to watch Lord of the Rings, and I wasn't allowed to watch anything after the first Harry Potter. I think my mom let me watch the second and the third Harry Potters a couple times, but I wasn't allowed to. I wasn't allowed to watch most stuff growing up. Like, they let me watch Disney, but not a lot of Nickelodeon. Definitely not a lot of Cartoon Network. Like Timmy Turner, Fairly Odd Parents, I was not allowed to watch that. But I was allowed to watch Jimmy Neutron. Excuse me. My bad. Thank you, Vanilla. Princess Peach was acting more like Daisy. Ah, I see. Then they should have just got Daisy. She was too girl boss. She doesn't act girly like real Peach. Oh my gosh, bros, I'm so... Oh, sorry. I said bros, but maybe there is one female lurking. Bros and possible woman in chat. I am so hyped for the Barbie movie. I don't care what anybody says. I am excited for that movie. I feel like it's gonna have the official trailer or whatever came out. I feel like it's gonna have like a Wizard of Oz thing to it. I feel like she's been in Barbie Land all her life, and then she gets sent to the real world, kind of like Elf. I'm getting major Elf vibes, and Elf is a Christmas movie my family and I really like. So I'm excited for the Barbie movie. Hopefully they make her really girly and stuff. Barbie nowadays, you know, as somebody who likes dolls and collects some dolls, once they made Barbie more diverse by including like chunkier Barbies and taller Barbies and stuff now. But you have to realize when they do that, now they have to make clothes specifically designed for those body types, and the clothes just end up being not fashionable or really girly at all. I think they look terrible. But I don't think Barbie's been good since 2007, I would argue. And I'm not saying, you know, that it's bad to have a little chunk on you. I'm just saying, like, now they have to make certain clothes and they have like a tighter budget, so they can't like afford to be cute anymore, which is sad because, you know, I've heard a lot from people saying that Barbie makes girls have body issues. As somebody who had Barbies growing up, I never thought, oh bro, I gotta throw up this sandwich now so I can be thin and pretty like Barbie. Like, she's a doll. Like, I've never seen, and I find it a double standard almost that people say that Barbie gives girls body image issues, but they never say that like He-Man give boys like body image issues. Like bro, who cares? It's a toy. Like, let me have fun. And I feel like people are so woke nowadays that when they say like Barbie can't be girly anymore because it's misogynistic, I feel like that in turn is a form of misogyny. Like, you're saying women can't be pretty and girly. Like, what do you hate women who are happy and like dressing up and stuff? Like, my dress here, let me show you. Like, see, my dress is like Lolita inspired, like maid inspired. Like, I like cute girly things. Like, I collect dolls. Like, that doesn't make me less of a woman or something. It doesn't make me stereotypical. It just means that that's the kind of woman I am. And I don't like that they are doing that nowadays. I think they should make Barbie more... I hope in the Barbie movie they make her more like 2000s and 90s is what I'm saying. Thank you, Killer. I appreciate it, friend. I have a friend that was diagnosed with autism when he was like 5 or something, and he says I'm worse than him. Well, it is a spectrum after all, but don't let that get to you. Why wouldn't they let you watch it? Too scary? I wasn't allowed to watch anything that had a PG-13 rating. Okay, let me catch up with the chat. Barbie movie looking good and cute. It does look cute. I got a recommendation for a video entitled "Why Can't They Make Good Girl Games" the other day, and I bet Athena would disagree. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
kind of world would we live in if not even Barbie can be girly? Yeah, for real. Do you own any Barbies IRL? When I was younger, I had a Barbie with like cotton candy or something. I had some of the Swan Lake and Princess and the Pauper dolls, if I remember correctly. But really, I was just more of a strawberry shortcake girl. Um, Even today, like I want to do a stream of all my dolls. It's mostly just scented dolls. You know, the not to bring up autism again, but like I'm somebody who is very sensory seeking, so I really like good smells. So the only dolls I really like are dolls that smell. Strawberry shortcake growing up, a doll that smells, oh, amazing, so yummy. Like I have some strawberry shortcake dolls and they still smell, so I would like to show them off. But no, Barbies. There's a few scented Barbies, but not really a big Barbie fan. But I like the Barbie Peekaboo Petites. Those are what I like. Athena, do you think kittens should be fed metal pipes or glass pipes? What's more nutritious? Um, huh. Metal or glass? If you melt them, wouldn't metal be tastier? I don't know if more nutritious, no. Well, I know that we need metals in our body, right? Like we need iron. Iron's a form of metal, right? So I would assume kittens being fed metal would be healthier. Because I don't know any vitamins made out of glass, but I know vitamins made out of metal. So I would assume that feeding kittens metal pipes would be better, but I do not recommend feeding kittens metal pipes. Never saw the Barbie movie because boy, but looks like girl Kino. I mean, gosh, what's that guy that all the guys are like, oh, he's totally me. Ryan Gosling, he's in it, so if Ryan Gosling is in it, I feel like it's okay for you guys to watch it. Can I buy an Athena Fumo? You need to mass produce those. This is a one of a kind, but I'm thinking of coming up with like shirts or something, maybe. Watching it for Gosling. They want men and women to compete for the same things rather than work together to create the perfect union in the form of the family. True. He-Man inspired me to work out. Slay. It's okay, Chris, don't worry. Who is Skipper? Skipper is Barbie's little sister. More boys should be into pink girly stuff. I kind of agree. You know, I feel like being secure in your masculinity is quite, what's it called? Like being confident, like I don't know what's the word, but like if you're a guy and you like pink and just like owning it and being like, yeah, I like pink, so what? So what? What are you gonna do, huh? Like I don't know. I feel like there's something nice to that because it shows that you're not afraid of what people think of you and you own your masculinity. Like, yeah, I'm a dude, but I like pink, so what? Like, I don't think it. I think, like, if guys like plushies and stuff, but like they try to hide it, like, why are you ashamed? It's just a plushie. Everybody likes plushies. You know what I mean? So, I don't think there's anything wrong with a guy liking pink or something. I don't think it inherently makes you a certain type of identity. I just think it's, you know, you like pink, okay, cool. Like, girls like blue, but nobody ever says that they're boy because of it, you know what I mean? Scented Athena Fumo? I feel like she would smell like strawberries. That's one of my favorite scents. What's your favorite new mission tree for EU4 Domination DLC? I don't know. Oh, there was this game Mr. said he wanted me to play. He said it was a very autistic map game. Gosh, what's it called? Total War or something? He said I should try this game. I think it was called Total War. He said you gotta play Total War. It's a super autistic game, and I'm interested in what you do in it. So is that a map game? Let me know if Total War is a map game. And because maybe I'll play it. Did you know in the 90s there was an actual guy named Homer Simpson that worked at a nuclear power plant? He was constantly harassed by people to do stupid stuff, like in the show. Don't know if he sued or what. I mean, you can't sue for... Actually, you know what? You can sue for people being annoying. I was reading something recently, and it was this article about how you can sue a person for, quote-unquote, them taking... for making you, quote-unquote, not enjoy life or something. So if a person is not making you enjoy life, you can sue them, but you need, like, proof. So I don't know how you could do that. Yeah, I want to draw on my own shirts. Like, I want to do, like, MS Paint, like, inspired, like, shirts like that. Thank you, friends. Metals themselves are not bioavailable, only compounds with them. Thank you. See, I didn't really take chemistry. Chemistry never stuck with me. I always just went to the nurse's office instead because the teacher was a big meanie. Boys are into Toho and VTubers. Am I a boy if I'm into Toho and VTubers? Uh-oh, guys, I don't feel so good. I can feel my estrogen depleting from my body. Just kidding. I'm male and I like plushies. I take photos when they're in there, and my friend has no problem with them. This isn't the 90s anymore, you know. Yeah, like Fumos is a good example. They're plushies, and a bunch of guys collect those. Total War is a big franchise. Total War is one of the war strategy games. Yeah, he said it was like Fire Emblem. Total War is not a math game. There are a bunch of different games in the series, but the new ones are expensive and not good. Okay. He said it was on, what's it called? Archive.org. Yo, Big Mac, thank you so much, friend. I forgot to turn on audio output capture, so it's not making a noise, but I saw it nonetheless. Let's see what it says. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you very much.
Welcome back, Agent Athena. Here is one shipment of Soylent packs and lemon lime soda. Continue to serve Natco.
I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime. Or is it the opposite way? I don't even remember, bro. But thank you so much. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah. Oh, speaking of soy, you guys should not eat anything with soy lecithin in it. That's literally, so there was some chocolate and it had soy. Mister got these strawberry things, and it had chocolate covered strawberries, and it had soy lecithin in it. And we looked up soy lecithin, and it's literally like the gunk from the, like, I guess if you like squish the soy or whatever, it's like all the leftover soy gunk. It's like, I would say soy lecithin is like kind of like a hot dog. It's all the unused, disgusting parts that nobody want, and then they ground it together. And so if you see soy lecithin, don't eat it. It's super bad for your body. If you anything lecithin, don't get lecithin. It basically just means we got this all the gunk and then scooped it into your bowl. Enjoy your slop. Excuse me. So yeah, I wouldn't think he meant map game, right? Total War, good series. Oh, that's good. That's good, Batsy. Thank you. Perhaps he said map game and you misheard him. The Hogwarts Legacy is great. I've never even seen all the Harry Potters. I wouldn't understand it. Plus, I don't know, as a Christian, like, I just think wizard stuff, not really my cup of tea. He did want orange, Athena, so you are right. Thank you. I supplement soy lecithin. Should I stop taking it? Oh no, soy dog. Soy gunk. Don't eat soy lecithin. Yes, stop your soy lecithin. So I'm pretty sure it might cause cancer too or something. Thank you, gamer. I appreciate it. Soylent Green is people. Yes, don't do soy. Don't do anything with soy. I stay away from. Also, Mr. recommends raw A2 milk. Yeah, but I'm not a milk person. Best entry-level map game is EU4. Okay, I should play it. I want to play a map game. Oh, I guess I should talk about what I want to do for the rest of the week, huh? Well, I thought it would be a really fun idea if we just chatted and reacted to some old Toys R Us catalogs. I just thought, that would be really cozy, just reading through an 80s Toys R Us catalog. The ones from Japan especially, I really enjoy. I think that would be really fun. I like learning about new, obscure products. So I think that would be fun. Like I said, I want to do one on autism. Obviously read Bible. I've been getting recommendations for more shoot 'em ups, shmups. I want to play some more shmups. What's it called? Death Smile, I think is it called, and then I can't remember the other one. But I want to play more Japanese old shoot 'em ups. I I guess I'm into them because of Toho, but I really like them. Japanese Toys R Us Kino. Yeah, I'm sad. Well, apparently Toys R Us is making a comeback or something. Soy messes with your hormones, especially testosterone, apparently. Yeah. Let's see what Electric says. The color pink is often associated with the feminine, but it is also a bright color that pops out and is hard not to notice, so it can come as attention grabbing. This is my view, at least. Actually, I think, was it the 1930s or something? Pink was originally a boy's color, and blue was originally a girl's color. I don't know why they switched. Don't ask me. But I feel like, and I think weren't dresses originally designed for men? I'm not trying to imply anything, but I just find it I found it interesting how history changes. I love Death Smiles. Okay, Death Smiles, isn't it sort of revealing? No, only the concept art. I watched this golly, what's it? I watched this video, this girl reviewing games with Lolita fashion in it, and she mentioned Death Smiles, and she said that nothing in the game is inappropriate, but they wear the kind of clothes. I like those clothes, so I mean that's literally what mine is. I like it. Issue with map games is you can't really get into them without spending a ton of money because they all have dozens of DLCs. Well, I'm sure I can find one. Oh, I'm sure I can find one on archive.org. That is fine to play. Less talking, more toasting. Sorry, that's like a new kind of tick of mine. I used to date a girl that bought me a Death Smiles faceplate, like to eat on, for Xbox. Unironically, one of the nicer presents a girl's ever given me. That sounds cool. They've been bought out by Macy's. Oh, Toys R Us was bought out by Macy's, and I have them in their stores now. I go to mine almost every week. Huh. The last time I went to Macy's, I got a pony. I went to the Toys R Us store in New York. My father was on a business trip when I was like 7 or something, and I got to go to New York. That's the only time I've been to New York. And I remember going in the big Toys R Us store, and it had a giant Ferris wheel and a giant Barbie house and a giant dinosaur. I thought that was the coolest thing when I was younger back then. I mean, I'm 22 and I still think it's pretty swag. So, also bring back saying swag. I'm saying it post-ironically. Saul Fauna's playthrough of Faith. It has a cool Toho battle in the true end. The creator is actually Catholic and made the main characters after his own struggles with faith. I've heard of that, but you guys said it caused a girl to have a panic attack, so I'm not sure. You should collab with somebody I don't know about. Usually when Carrie says I should collab with somebody, it's a joke, so I'm going to assume that that's a joke. I don't understand what's going on YouTube. You guys tell me what's going on in the cultural zeitgeist. What's going on in your country? What's going on in America? What's been going on? Ow! Sorry. Also, I'm very happy that the Wi-Fi hasn't cut out yet. But like I said, I'm super happy to be back. I've really missed this. I have, like, you guys are just such good friends. I really appreciate you, being here for me and supporting me and praying for me and wondering if I was okay. It truly means a lot. I've never really had that before, so I'm very incredibly blessed that this community exists, and I'm going to do my best to continue to stream forever. Yeah, it's interesting because, you know, some VTubers graduate and some quit, but I can never see myself quitting VTubing, even though this isn't, you know, I feel like some people, they VTube and then they quit because they don't make a lot of money. VTubing, to me, yes, it's my job, but I don't view it as that. Like, I know that God will provide for me if I continue to worship him and honor him. So I don't need to worry about that. You know, I don't need to worry about how many views I get or how somebody else is doing in comparison to me. I just know that I find peace and comfort and happiness in talking to you guys and playing games, and I want to continue doing that for as long as possible until the Lord tells me to stop, I guess. So there is no, maybe I might take a hiatus here and there. Like, I'm sorry I went away for a month, but it was just for my mental health. But so that might happen again, but I'm going to continue streaming like forever. So yeah. Healy? Oh, shoes with the wheels? Bring back the shoes with the wheels. Heelys. I was never allowed to. My school banned Heelys. My school basically banned everything. I went to a Catholic school, but I always wanted them, but my mom never let me. I got a pogo stick though, and I was really good at pogoing. But I don't know if they had these for guys, but they had them for girls at least. It was called Twinkle Toes, and every time you stepped, the shoe would light up into all these like colors, and my school banned them as well. I remember so bad. The school said, "Twinkle toes, everything sparkles and glows. Kickin' fashion, kickin' cool. Twinkle toes says rock and roll." I still remember that commercial. It's ingrained in my brain. I wanted Twinkle Toes. I'm not a shoe person. I know some girls are obsessed with shoes. I could care less about shoes. I just wear socks. But I remember I wanted Twinkle Toes because they lit up and they looked cool. But my school, you had to wear a uniform to my school, and I had to wear these ugly brown shoes, and I couldn't wear Twinkle Toes, and it was sad. Oh, I apologize for that, guys. Darren, bro. I don't want to cry at my first comeback stream. But I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, never give up. Always keep streaming, and let's all keep doing our best to honor God and spread his love to each other and make others happy. Real talk, while you were away, I kept seeing stuff that made me think of you. I think that says something. Thank you so much, iChom. I appreciate that. Would you still VTube even if it's out of style? VTubing is out of style. Like, I feel like VTubing, it was at its biggest in 2020. The market is obviously oversaturated now. I would say VTubing is out of style, but obviously I'm still going at it because I feel most comfortable like this. Yeah, I'll turn off the ads, don't worry. Moon boots! Oh, moon boots! Those were a little before my time, I think. But it was like a mini trampoline. I did want those, but I remember Twinkle Toes being the big thing of mine. Light up shoes at one point. They did have light up shoes for guys at one point growing up. I was not a big I don't know why I said chipmunk fan. Maybe I'm subconsciously thinking of Alvin and the Chipmunks, which honestly, people give that movie a lot of hate, but I actually kind of like that movie. Uncle Ian is somebody, whenever I see that actor in any movie, all I can say is that's Uncle Ian from Alvin and the Chipmunks. So I don't know why I was subconsciously thinking of chipmunks. But anyway, back to shoes. Glow in the dark shoes are cool. They used to have these shoes with these like bouncy balls in them. I feel like this is this even real, or am I making up this memory? There were these bouncy balls in the shoes when I was growing up, and it would make you move faster or something. I don't know if that's a real thing, but I oddly remember it, because I remember it looked like an orange creamsicle, so I'm not sure. You had moon boots? Oh, lucky, that sounds cool. But like I said, I'm not really a shoe person. English VTubing and YouTube gets less views. Even Hollow EN often only gets barely 1,000 viewers. Biggest Western audience is for immodest Twitch VTubers. But like I said, I'm not doing this for the views or anything, so I don't care that it's out of fashion or out of style. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Moonshoes, 1992? That long ago? Really? I feel like people were still talking about them in the early 2000s. You got into a Healy's accident? I don't remember those, but they def sound like something that exists, yeah. Chipmunk pelt? Ooh, let's talk about, what should we talk about? Well, since we're back, so we're just chatting, we're just doing a ZATSUDAN, so should we talk about movies we liked growing up? Alvin and the Chipmunks is a weird kind of movie where it incorporates CGI animals with real people, and they both talk and have a conversation. The only kind of other movies I can think of that are like that are like the Sonic live action movie, which I've never seen. I maybe Roger Rabbit. I really like Roger Rabbit, but that wasn't CGI. That was cell animation. But I like it when cartoons or computer CGI stuff talks to humans. I like those kind of movies. One of my favorite movies is this movie gets so much hate, but I really love this movie. The Cat in the Hat live action movies. I know all the words to it. Staff meeting. Oh, Mr. Humberflug. I don't know why.
You're not just wrong, you're stupid.
Honey, it was ruined when she bought it. Yeah. I don't know why I know all the... that was a movie I watched so much growing up. And I really loved that movie. People thought it was so stupid, but I don't know. The humor was just right up my alley. It was so funny. I loved the live-action Cat in the Hat. I thought Mike Myers did... Was that his name? I feel like he did an incredible job. Oh, yeah, Scooby-Doo, when they go to the Monster Island. Dude, that movie slaps so hard. If you like Cat in the Hat, you should watch Austin Powers. That's the British one, right? I wanna watch that. I feel like I would like Austin Powers more than Monty Python. When people talk about famous British movies, it's always Austin Powers or Monty Python. But I feel like I would like Austin Powers more because, I don't know. That's the guy that's like, yeah, bye. I feel like that's just more funny. Yeah, Roger Rabbit. I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. I like that movie. Dude, the scene in Roger Rabbit where the scene in Roger Rabbit where the bad guy melts freaked me out so much as a kid. Like, I can't be the only one who thought that movie was that scene was really freaky when the bad guy just starts melting. I think he becomes a toon. Does he become a toon or something? Oh, that reminds me. I gotta play Toontown again. But when he becomes a toon, excuse me, that was super freaky. Austin Powers, is that the guy with the glasses and the gap tube? He's not British. Oh, the character is British. Oh, okay. I've never seen Looney Tunes movie, but I did see Space Jam. I've never seen Wallace and Gromit. Oh, but I've seen Flushed Away, and I think that's by the same director as Wallace and Gromit. It has the same kind of claymation art style. Flushed Away is one of my favorite DreamWorks movies. Does it beat Shrek though? I'm not sure. Shrek might be my favorite, but my second favorite is Flushed Away. And I gotta say, I love the animation style. There's a lot of... I saw this autistic guy, and he was like doing... he was talking about how Wallace and Gromit was his special interest, and there was a lot of Wallace and Gromit references in the beginning of Flushed Away, and I thought that was very interesting. I find it so cool how, like, we can pick up on stuff like that. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Yes. Love that movie. I prefer Wallace and Gromit than Shaun the Sheep. I'm not really a big Shaun the Sheep fan, honestly. Don't know why. I don't know why. One of my favorites is Cromwell. I've never seen that movie. Oh, speaking of kind of like campy kind of movies, like Cat in the Hat, you know, it's like so bad it's good. One of my favorite movies is the Coneheads. Coneheads. We come from France. I don't know why I like that movie so much. Oh, you know why I like that movie so much? I was talking to my mother about it. How Mr. put it on one day as a joke, and I watched the whole thing through, and I actually unironically loved it. He said, "This movie is so bad it's good." I didn't think it was bad at all. I thought it was a fantastic movie. And I was talking to my mother about how much I liked the movie, and how for the rest of the day I talked in a Conehead's accent. And she said, "You know why you like him, Athena? The guy, what's his name? Dan Aykroyd? I don't know if that's his name. It rings a bell, though." She said that he had Asperger's, which is the type of autism I have. It's called Asperger's. And I thought that was very interesting, so maybe I connected with the humor or something because he has Asperger's. So I don't know, but Conehead's one of my favorite movies. He also did Blues Brothers and Ghostbusters. I've never seen Blues Brothers. I wanted to watch it, but I never had the chance. I'm a fan of bad movies, love watching movies people don't give a chance. Exactly. I love amateur stuff. I love bad stuff. Like, you guys know I'm very anti-corporation, anti-corporatism. I love amateur stuff. I love scuff. I love B movies. I love bad movies. Thank you guys. So, I find it very, I love it when there's a bad movie. Like, Who Killed Captain Alex? I know that's kind of like a normie movie. Like, Who Killed Captain Alex in The Room are kind of, I would consider normie movies now because they swept into the mainstream. But, I mean, Who Killed Captain Alex is still one of the best. Anything out of what's it called? Wakaliwood, the African dude who makes the movies, amazing. B movies are better than mainstream. I agree. I also love watching. I'm really interested in. Obviously, I used to be more a fan of them, but not anymore since I'm Christian. But those super rare 80s horror VHSs, like the super bad B movie horrors. Like, gosh, was I have some of the movies I've seen on my movie list. I have a list of all the movies I've seen. I can't think of any right now. Like, the one at the top of my head is I Was a Teenage Zombie. It's like all these 80s 80 B horror movies. No, Cannibal Holocaust is 2000. I feel like that was in the 2000s, wasn't it? Or is it 80s? I don't know. Not anything like that, but like super bad 80s B movies, I really appreciate. Unfortunately, they usually have like one topless woman in them, and they say swear words, so I don't watch them much anymore, or at all. But I just love amateur stuff. I really do. I think that corporatism has gone too far. Corporatism has gone way too far. We need to bring back amateur stuff. B movies. Bring back B movies. Dan is awesome. He loves studying the paranormal, which I know you won't like. Well, I think it's important to study, paranormal stuff because most of them are fallen angels. I think it's very good to learn your enemy. Just pray that they don't come into you, because when you start researching stuff about the occult and demons and fallen angels, you're more susceptible of them to come into you. So just bind and rebuke them. Maybe you have the taste for movies of a child. Dang, I don't know if that's an insult or not, but I mean, I guess you're right. You know, I do have a childlike state of mind, I would say. I like funny kid stuff. The only thing I wish they would stop doing in kids' movies is the poo and the pee and the fart jokes. Like, come on, we are more sophisticated than that. I'm sick of nudity in horror movies, honestly. Agree. I've seen old movies like Blackula and Black Dracula, which it's not quite scary, any one of those movies. Oh, I love exploitation films. I know that sounds kind of weird, but like I said, I love amateur stuff and B-movie stuff. Like, one of my favorite expletive films is Undercover Brother. I know that might sound weird, but I just like amateur, you know, I guess I hate saying this, but like quote unquote like not for normies movies. Like Undercover Brother is one of my favorite movies. It's about just like it's like just these stereotypical like funky people who fight against the white man. And my dad, I grew up watching that movie with my father. That's one of my father's favorite movies. My father grew up in the hood. He loves that movie. And I mean, it sounds kind of bad saying it out loud, but exploitative films are they don't actually, like, all the actors agree to it and stuff. It's not like actually exploitative. That's just what the genre is called. Like The Wiz and stuff. Like movies where it's like just all black parody. I quite enjoy those. I don't know why. Hopefully you guys will understand what I mean. Sometimes I have a hard, I'm not the best with words, but I think you guys know what I mean when I say that. Hi, Kiwi. No, I've never seen it. There's the 70s movies which have a controversial, like the parody of Boys in the Hood, forgot the name. Watch 1984, the most horrifying movie. The classic Romero zombie movies are awesome. Don't Spill Your Juice in South Central or something like that. Renfield, I've never seen that. There's actually a weird... Oh, and how you doing, Zimple? There's actually a really weird story where Dan was making a show about the paranormal encounters at MIB and the show was canceled that day. Yeah, I believe it. I believe in MIB. My father's seen MIB. My father's seen a UFO. Fortunately to me, I've never seen any of those people, but I definitely believe Men in Black exist. Do you like Little Shop of Horrors? I've never seen Little Shop of Horrors, but my mom loves it. My mom is a very artsy musical person, theater person, and she sings the Talking Plant song or something. But yeah, I guess to sum it up, I really like B movies, bad movies, amateur movies, content like that in general. YouTube, stuff like that, I appreciate a lot. I find it much more amusing than corporate stuff. MIB or just... Please don't say Will Smith is real. Oh gosh, the nightmare has come true. Will Smith is real. My mom always says, I don't know why my mom always says this, but she says Will Smith makes music for white people. This is white people music, Athena. I don't know why she says that, but I guess I like Will Smith music. I'm a certified white person, I guess. People say MIB are aliens, so equal demon. MIB, I mean, I feel like Men in Black, just like an alien, just like a Fed who wants to get the info out of you or work for the government, you know. Like, I feel like in Men in Black, the movie, you know, what's it called? Golly, what's it called? I lost my train of thought. I got one brain cell. But anyway, yeah, I believe in Men in Black. Oh, predictive programming, that's what it's called. I definitely think that movies will show something that's true as a form of predictive programming for an event to happen, or for people to say, oh, this could never happen, but it's actually hidden in plain sight, stuff like that. On the subject of exploitation films, one of my favorite is Africa, Dio. You probably wouldn't like it since it's pretty gruesome, though. Thank you. Even if I won't watch it, I like researching the subjects.
for instance, something I find Traces of Death, the movie series, very interesting because Mr. said it was kind of the first wave of people actually seeing human gore on video. And I found it interesting how stuff like that was, even though I'm Christian, I find it very interesting how the process of sharing gore and stuff like that was distributed before sites like LiveLeak and stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm just a weird person. Does your mom consider herself white? I'm actually not sure. If I'd ask her, she'd probably say no. I mean, if you ask Italians if they consider themselves white, I bet half would say yes, half would say no. I guess my mom could probably switch her mind on the given day. Check out, if you want a good Christian movie, check out Adam's Apples. It's Danish, though. That's okay, I like subtitles. Your mom is correct. I stopped watching new movies where Will Smith is featured after after the slap, right. Will Smith don't got a cuss to sell records, but I do, so heck him and heck you too. Faces of Death, you mean? I think, yeah, you're right. A lot of fake stuff, though. This is kind of I don't know why I'm talking about this, but one thing I find really fascinating, one case I find of lost media. No, I don't know if it's lost media. I feel like it's on Traces of Death. But one of the things I find very fascinating is that whale that ate that lady at SeaWorld. I know it's kind of weird to be interested in that, but I guess since I was going into psychiatry, I find how the brain works in humans and animals very interesting. Like it's just it's sad, but at the same time you can't deny how interesting it is. Like all the stuff that led up to that. Like I understand. Like it's so crazy how orcas will literally commit suicide in SeaWorld because their tank is so small and stuff, and I understand why that orca lashed out at that lady. I find it very fascinating how animals think and what leads animals to do some certain things. I find it especially, I don't know, I find the animal brain so much more fascinating than the human brain, actually, because I believe animals aren't capable of sinning and that they go to heaven. But even though I believe that animals aren't capable of sinning because they can't, I don't know, their brains aren't as, I don't know, like they didn't commit original sin, I guess I would say. I find it very interesting because the one animal I can't defend is dolphins. Dolphins, like I say that I think animals can't sin, but then dolphins exist. And dolphins are the only animal that will kill humans for fun, do bad stuff to humans for fun that I won't say, it starts with an R. They will get high off of pufferfish venom for fun. It's like, if animals can't sin, which I believe, but then these dolphins are coming out and doing those things on purpose. And scientists agree it's not just doing it like they have a clear dolphins are the only animal to murder humans for fun when they're not in danger of physical threat. And I find their existence very interesting. I mean, there was that guy that like studied the dolphin brain to see if we communicate with him, and then sorry, I'm going off on a big tangent, but then he like took a bunch of LSD and he went in a chamber tank, and then he tried to communicate with the dolphins, and they say that dolphins are the most intelligent animal, and that they're even smarter than humans. I don't know. They gotta be like aliens or fallen angels or something. I don't know. Dolphins creep me the heck out.
Do you know about Armin Movies? I've never heard of him now. It is lost media. Okay. Left Behind feels like a Christian horror movie. Oh, I've heard of that. There's actually a Left Behind game I wanted to play. Plan 9 from Outer Space. No, I haven't seen that. But you should, LXN, you should watch, Thief in the Night. There's 4 movies of it. It's on YouTube. It's about tribulation. It's super good. But anyway, what are we talking about? Dolphins, mere existence is a sin. Dolphins are pure evil. Yeah, I agree. Dolphins are evil. Dolphins are too smart for their own good. Yeah. Yeah. There's a Brazilian movie called O Auto da Compadecida. I don't know how to pronounce Brazilian. I only know how to pronounce Spanish. It's a comedy movie about a small town that talks about corruption in society and the struggles of the poor. Sounds cool. Thank you so much for telling me that, friend. As much as we like to think humans are evolved so much, we are literally just monkey brain. Even if animals can't judge like we can, they're still there as examples to show us how we should use our level of consciousness to behave better and rise above certain behaviors. Simpsons did a Halloween episode about dolphins, so expect a dolphin uprising in the future. Orangutans are probably smarter than dolphins. Have you watched any videos by YouTuber Casual Geographic? He talks about animal facts in a casual and fun way. No, I haven't. Oh, yeah. I was going to bring that up. The guy even... The guy who... Oh, by the way, this was all done by NASA. NASA had hired this guy to communicate with the dolphins. There was a girl doing it as well, and she actually had a relationship, in parentheses, with the dolphin and I don't even know if this is correct, but I feel like she had a dolphin baby, but, like, how is that possible? But I really feel like she had a dolphin baby. But, like, that can't be possible, right? Like, you can only have human babies if you're a human. But I feel like I remember her giving birth to, like, a weird dolphin-human hybrid. Maybe I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just going off the rails. The Bible uses animals to illustrate good and bad qualities while also saying they will one day be more peaceful once God decides it's time to take full control again. Right. I think at the end of the day, animals will all go to heaven, but I can't deny that some animals are pretty freaky. No, she didn't. Don't know where you got that from. I don't think it's possible to have dolphin babies. Okay. I don't know, guys. NASA's messed up. Yeah, the NASA in Hebrew, the word NASA in Hebrew actually means deceiver, which I find very interesting. Okay, Armin Mewes is a guy from Germany who met up with... Oh! I'm not going to read that. I have heard of that, though. Thank you. Right. Humans can't have a dolphin baby. Right. Good. I'm happy we can't have dolphin babies. That would be freaky. Oh, I actually swam with a dolphin once. I don't think I picked up any weird vibes from it because I was too young, but I remember I went to, it was for my dad's birthday. We went to a place called, golly, what was it called? Discovery Cove. And I went swimming with a dolphin. It felt very weird. I held onto its fin and it took me for a ride, which I wouldn't do anymore. I don't really like dolphins, and I think the poor dolphin, just let it chill out. But I feel like that, yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to say that I swam with a dolphin. I also swam with stingrays. Those were my favorites. They got the little stingers removed, though, so I couldn't, but I remember freaking out still a little bit when I was with my father there, but it was cool. I liked swimming with the stingrays. That guy was a complete schizo that the government decided to give voice to for some reason, much like MK Ultra. Yeah. Well, he was a schizo because he kept doing a bunch of LSD and going in these deprivation chambers. There was a good video on it. It's like a 2-hour video. If you want to learn about a weird NASA dolphin program, just Google NASA dolphin program. There's this 2-hour video on it. Super interesting stuff. Yeah. Were you afraid of getting Steve Irwin? No, oh, yeah, Alexon just said it. Atrocity Guide. Thank you, friend. I was not afraid of getting Steve Irwin because they had the stingers removed. Well, is that what happened with Steve Irwin? Was he with the stingray that had its stingers removed, but it still had some stinger left? Or he was with the stingray, and its stinger wasn't removed, and he unfortunately got stung? Which is interesting because, like, wow, like that just one little prick, I guess, is enough to kill a human. You know what I do find fascinating? You know how we were talking about worms earlier and how they basically are like they have no mouth, no eyes, but they're existing and stuff? I feel that same way with jellyfish. Like, jellyfish are like a literal blob, but they're still alive. Like, isn't that so cool? I remember seeing this video about how, like, jellyfish are basically immortal. Like how, there's this one jellyfish, I forgot how it does it, but basically when it gets super old, it regenerates into, like, a younger version of itself, and it keeps on happening. And so there's basically a jellyfish that is, like, immortal, which is really weird. I feel like they can live up to, like, 800 years or something. I don't know if I'm getting the facts wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Okay, yeah, I'll turn ad on live stream off. I didn't know that was a thing. I just got back. I'll do that next time, friends. Yeah, I'm really excited for a new Eden because, like GBMB says, the wolf shall also dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf, and the young lion, and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. Like, imagine just, like, being in New Eden and seeing all the animals together coexisting. Like, that's gotta be so cool. Plants are alive too. That is true. If there was studies done, and if you sing to a plant, it makes the plant grow better or something. Also, like, everything is alive. Like, everything has conscience. It's so interesting how amazing the Lord is. Like for instance, right? Literally rice. 2 bags of rice. There was this science experiment. If you insult the rice, it turns, like, all brown and everything. But if you say nice words to the rice, this isn't even fake, this is real. If you say nice things to the rice, then it stays white and happy and stuff. And I guess it's just going to show that, like, your words have, like, power and energy. It's so interesting. Excuse me. So, say nice words. Be nice to your rice. I better not catch any one of you guys being mean to your rice. But you are a smelly rice. Nobody likes you. No! Don't be mean to the rice. What did the rice find insulting? Let's Google it, since we're just chatting. There's a ton of bullied rice being sold then, lol. Insulting, let's Google insulting rice experiment. Dang it, the first thing that comes up is debunking the rice experiment. No, I believe. Here we go. Masaru Emoto's experiment. The rice that heard lovely, loving words was still in good condition after a few days and weeks, while the hate rice was going moldy and bad. The rice that was ignored did not do so well either. Yeah, I don't believe in the debunk. Let me believe in the power of the rice, okay? Let's see. What did he say to the rice? Oh my gosh! He said to the rice, I hate you, you are horrible. That's terrible. And he had another bag of rice that said, I love you, you are wonderful. Huh. It says skeptics will state that bacteria and other contaminants in the air are responsible for the results of what's happening. But no, I don't believe that, because I could literally... I feel like we should do this experiment. Like, I could get a. Well, see. Maybe I'm too soft because I don't even feel comfortable being mean to a plant or rice. But if you guys want to be mean to rice and do the experiment, have 2 bags of rice be nice to one rice, be mean to the other rice. Tell me if the one rice is good and the other rice deteriorates. I feel like everything is alive and everything has energy. It's very interesting. Like, I don't believe. Like, after seeing experiments like that and like as a Christian, I feel like saying stuff like IHATEU and stuff, like, even though it's not a swear, like, it just has bad energy. Like, I feel like we should be spreading love in the air. Sorry to sound all hippy dippy, but like, after seeing the rice experiment and stuff, like, I feel like it's gotta be true. Because if somebody says stuff like that to you, then you feel all bad and everything. But if they say nice stuff to you, then you feel all happy. Like, I feel like I feel like the energy is energying. I don't know. Does that make sense? Sorry. That makes 0 sense. Grains don't have feelings. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The rice has feelings, okay? Don't be a debunker. Don't be a debunker. I'm gonna debunk. Don't debunk. Don't debunk. The rice is real, okay? Thank you so much, Electric. I appreciate it. I know it's not electric. It's eclectic. But electric is just easier to pronounce. It is good to see you're doing better, and welcome back. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it, truly. So everybody be nice to your rice. I don't want to bully the rice just in case it has feelings and I hurt it. Yeah, exactly. Everything is connected, I feel like. Like, they did a study, and it says like that plants talk to each other and stuff too, which is interesting. I wonder, what do you guys think animals would say, or plants could even say, if they could talk? I wonder. Oh, well, you know what? They actually did have one. They had that talking monkey, Coco. They had the sign language monkey, but some people say that the sign language monkey was fake. But I don't know, because like, the gorilla like wanted kittens and stuff. It wanted kittens for babies, and like, it was playing with the kittens and everything. And like, it was like a real mom to the kittens, and it was like signing like happy and food and stuff. Like, I feel like it's true that you can teach a gorilla sign language. Like, I can see that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it was fake or real? I try to be an optimist about things. I tend to believe most things. Because it seems entirely possible. It's entirely possible. It seems entirely possible that a gorilla could learn English language. Yeah, nerd emoji. Actually, grains don't have the cerebral matter necessary to feel emotions. My rice has feelings, dang it. It might not be the words, could be the energy coming off of the person, certain actions they take in handling the rice while in that mindset. You're right. Coco was fake? I don't know. I make sure not to bully the rice because it might one day take vengeance on me and make me choke. Oh, that reminds me. There's a growing number of deaths in Japan from choking on mochi at an old age. So please make sure you are properly chewing your mochi if you're eating mochi. Coco was taught to say what the people running the experiment wanted. Coco was real, but there's a video of millions of views floating around trying to debunk it. People are lame. They won't let us enjoy the talking monkey. I feel maybe it can be a combination of both. Maybe the monkey knew some stuff, but they made it do other stuff. I'm not sure. Like how Athena says kittens, like a British woman.
Please get banana. Hoo hoo hee hee hee.
The trees talk through mycelium, fungus in their roots. Really interesting behavior. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Whew. I literally just did floppy hands over that. Like, bro, like, that's amazing. Like, how are we not learning this in school? The trees can talk. We're not crazy. The trees can talk. The rice can talk. The plants can talk. The dolphins can talk? Question mark. The monkey can talk? Like my mind is exploding. You're neutral. Happy Easter. Athy slash everything. Oh, thank you. Yeah. We did. Yeah, Easter happened while I was gone. I mean, I'm still not sure because I feel like Easter does have some pagan roots. People can argue that it doesn't, but I don't know. I just feel like it's a little weird. I obviously celebrate Passover, but I gave up stuff for Lent. I gave up chocolate for Lent. It was nice. Let me just say, as a girl, sometimes we need chocolate. Okay, it was really nice eating chocolate again. Girls, I know it's stereotypical, right, to give girl chocolates, but girls like chocolates. It's true. It helps with our what's the word? Our hormones. It makes us less cranky if we eat chocolate. I doubt a gorilla could learn past maybe a few words or signs. It's real to me, dang it, true. Think it's hippies trying to use Coco as a mouthpiece to tell everyone else how bad they are. They used Coco for propaganda. I don't know, maybe it was a combination. I think dolphins can actually talk. They have a sound wave language. That's true. Sign language apes. What is mochi? Tofu? No, mochi is like sticky rice. Like, and then they put ice cream inside it. A boost in sugar / energy does give one more energy to process thoughts and feelings, so it makes sense. I like chocolate too because I was raised by 2 women, my mom and sister. It's not just that. I think it actually helps with certain girly stuff. Animals have ways of communicating, but the problem comes when some people humanize too much of the animal. I guess you're right. I'd like to believe that Coco could talk. I like to be an optimist about things. I'm not really a skeptic in a lot. Well, see, I'm a skeptic when it comes to the government. I'm not a skeptic when it comes to conspiracy theories. I'll tend to believe whatever theory. I feel like it's interesting because like so many things, like they have like if a thing has a shroud of truth in it, I'm like, okay, then that's obviously true. I don't know. Like it just makes logical sense that a monkey can talk, to me at least. Like even if part of it was fake, some of it is true. I don't know. I'm confusing myself. I just feel like the monkey can talk. I mean, deers can talk, right? Here I am, so is it really too hard to believe a monkey can talk? Mochi is rice flour pressed to be sticky. Oh, that's something that... Ooh, it is kind of freaky here. Okay, so we were talking about conspiracies and stuff. So, I don't want to give away too much because then you'd, like, know where I am. But basically, I'm right by a cemetery, and I'm also in, like, ancient land. So, it's kind of freaky because, like, let me just tell you, being here at night is really freaky. Like, obviously, I know God will protect me, but Mr. is, like, Mr. is Native American, part Native American, and this is, like, some Native American land, and he's like, I can tell that there's, like, spirits and stuff here. Like, that's freaky. He was like, I can tell that there's spirits here and that people do weird things in these woods. Like, that's freaky. That's how you get an Indian curse. I know. Like, I literally, like, every day when I wake up, I gotta pray that, like, there's no demons outside or demons in here, that no demons, like, get to me. It's a really weird area. Like, especially being by the cemetery. The cemetery is literally, like, right by my room. So, like, every day I have to pray, like, that no demons or spirits come into me. Yeah, many conspiracy theories are invented by feds, you're right. But there's some that are obviously true. No, not Wyoming. But, you know what? I've always wanted to visit a Native American, what's it called? Resolution? No, not reservation. That's what it's called, reservation. I've always, when I was younger, I had this little, like, rain thingy, and I really liked it. I would love to go to see a reserve. I really admire Native people. Obviously, they didn't believe in God, but they were very spiritual beings, and they didn't like the government. And I find it very interesting, their medicine. I find it so fascinating how advanced they were with medication and natural cures to certain things, like the medicine man. I really think those people are cool. Are you part Native American? No. I'm German and Italian. Hi, Misa. Nice seeing you, friend. Seems like a Stephen King novel. Oh my gosh. One of the scariest Stephen King's movies I've ever saw. I'd never seen anything by Stephen King after this. This was when like Mr. First kind of met me, so I don't blame him for putting on like a horror movie. It was called In the Mouth of Madness. It was this Stephen King movie about this guy, and like the book comes to life or something. And the ending freaked me out so much I cried, and I unironically had a panic attack. And then there was this other Stephen King movie that had the same effect on me. I literally had to say, "Turn it off." It was you guys know those meatballs from Doom? It was this movie about the Stephen King thing about these people that are on a plane and then everybody disappears. Then they go into this weird land, and like those meatballs from Doom show up and like kill them. It was really freaky. I had to turn it off. I haven't watched horror movies in a long time, and I'm happy of that fact. They're freaky. I prefer to watch things that make my mind happy. I've never seen The Shining. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more reward than memory of them is forgotten. The romanticization of the Native Americans is a uniquely American thing. Most cultures don't see them as highly regarded people. Really? That's very interesting. I see a lot of, obviously, I don't know, I really respect Native American culture, Japanese culture, and Latin American culture. Obviously Italian culture too. Don't get offended if I didn't say your place. Those are just some places I've read the most about that I like the way they do things. I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna have organic mac and cheese tonight. I've missed you guys. Do you remember the spaghetti meatballs in Doom? Watch Misery. It's scary and painful. I'm not gonna watch anything that's scary. I have a 5-year-old brain. I can't put it through that torture. Watch a Stephen King movie about a kid who benefits an old guy, and when the old guy dies, he comes back as a ghost to take revenge on people who wronged the kid. That's interesting. Oh, In the Mouth of Madness. Hey, I've heard of that movie. Oh, duh, Athena. You just talked about In the Mouth of Madness. Duh, my bad. How do you feel about British culture? Unironically, the only thing I know about British culture is that the girls like are all orange and cake their face, and then the guys, the guy who's like, I'll tell you what, there's a mailbox and there's the bed tender. That's all I think of British culture. If you know the video I'm talking about, you know the video I'm talking about. It's these 3 British people. I think they're cursing. I don't know. And he's like, I'll tell you what, your bed's about to get you put something in my mailbox again. I'm gonna that's how I see British culture, as just those 3 angry skinny guys and the girls who kick their face. I'm sorry, I really don't know. Oh, but my mom absolutely adores British culture for some reason. I don't know what it is. She'll watch all the British historical documentaries. Maybe she just always wanted to be a princess or something. Okay, I'll send it after stream. How can you say it's scary if you haven't seen it? Sometimes you can just tell based on a plot. She's confusing the Jersey Shore with Britain again. No, I'm not. But I love Jersey culture as an Italian. I don't care if people think it's trashy. I love that. I love that culture. Why is Jesus on the cross in the background? Because Jesus died for our sins. So it's a good way to remember the suffering he endured so we can be saved. I've never understood why people think it's weird that we have, like, Jesus on a cross. Like, we have Jesus on a cross so we can remember the sacrifice Christ made for us. If it wasn't for Christ, then we couldn't be forgiven, then we couldn't have eternal life. But Christ loves us so much that he suffered and died and resurrected for us so that our sins can be forgiven. Yes, Electric, we were talking about the Super Mario movie at the beginning. I really want to see it. Did I go for a Guidette phase? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, a Guidette phase.
Push up.
What's it called?
Fist pumps, push ups.
What's it called?
Fist bumps, push ups, chopstick. Fist bumps, push ups, chopstick.
Not gonna lie, you guys might shame me for this. I think Snooki's style, I like her style. I like it. It kind of coincides, I think is the word, with the Japanese gyaru fashion, with like fur and cheetah print. I like that kind of style. I think it looks good. Snooki had the shirt on that says Jesus hearts you with these cheetah pants, and I thought, bro, that fit goes so hard. If I went out, I would wear that. But I never went through like a Guidette thing, right? Haven't seen Snooki in 10 years. Most people weren't from Jersey or something. Snooki was, I think she's Latin American, but she was adopted by Italian people, so that's why she identifies with Italian culture and stuff. Jersey Shore watch along when? I think Snooki and JWoww is better than Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore is a little too inappropriate, but you can find it censored. Cheetah print kind of tacky. I know. I love tacky stuff. I love amateur stuff. I love tacky stuff. I love camp stuff. Like, if an outfit is hideous, I'll probably like it. I like style that is like against the grain, like stuff that like is not fashionable, because I like how elitists get upset over it. She's culturally appropriating you. I don't believe in that. I feel like cultural appropriation, I feel like that's such a weird thing to believe in. Like, so many cultures borrow stuff from other cultures. So many cultures are connected. Like, if you're Mexican and you want to participate in Italian culture, what's stopping you, you know? If you move to Italy and become an Italian citizen, then I guess technically you are Italian. Like, how is it culture appropriation? You can participate in whatever culture you want if you... Like, I don't know. Like, for instance, people say that wearing a kimono is appropriation, but I'm literally, like, it's appreciation. I like your culture, and I'm showing you how much I do by wearing an article of garment that you guys created. Yeah, the beauty of different cultures is to experience them. I don't know why we're gatekeeping culture nowadays. I disagree with that. Japan literally got its language from the Chinese. You're correct. So yeah, I think that the concept is silly. People can wear what they want, if it's in good faith. Like, obviously, you know, like painting your face yellow and wearing a Chinese rice hat and going ching chong is kind of not in good faith. But as long as you're respecting the people and doing it in a respectful way, I don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's an honor to see your culture represented. So I don't know why people have a problem with that. Now we live in a society that walks on eggshells regarding anything cultural. Yeah, you're right. I don't think it should be that way. Isn't that what they say makes America so great, that we're a melting pot? So if we're a melting pot but we can't even engage in other people's culture, that doesn't make us very melty, does it? I don't know if that makes sense. a lot of aspects. Modern culture ultimately takes inspiration in other places, like tempura was inspired by Dutch traders. Really? I never knew that. That's really interesting. Oh my gosh. Bro. I went to this Japanese restaurant. Okay. I can kind of understand. Okay, for existence. I went to this Japanese restaurant with Mr. And it was all white people, right? I feel like for some restaurants, it should be like, I know we were just talking about how it's bad to gatekeep cultures, but bro, I'm telling you, these white people cannot make the Japanese food good. If your sushi chef is not Japanese, bro, you need to get out of that restaurant. We went to this Japanese restaurant. It was like this hipster white place. The reviews said it was good, right? Bro, literally the worst food I've eaten in my entire life. The Wagyu, it wasn't even Wagyu. It was literally just like steak you get at Walmart. Mr. was not having it. Like, it was, like, unironically, if you go into if you know it's gonna be bomb when it's like an old Japanese couple. Like, I don't know, like, other cultures can partake in cultures, yeah, but like when it comes to the food, I feel like the natives know it the best. Like, native Italian people know their food the best. Japanese people know their food the best. I don't know. I just can't take the hipster takeover. I can't take it. Somebody save me from the hipsters. They're making my Japanese food not good. How much did you pay for Wagyu? $20. $20 for the Wagyu, and it was so tiny, and it was not Wagyu at all. I mean, probably for that price, right? But anyway, I don't really know what to talk about. We've been here 2 hours. Do you guys want to talk about anything else? You can bring up a conversation. We've been here for 2 hours. If you want me to talk about anything else, let me know. My opinion on XYZ, whatever. I'm glad the Wi-Fi was working. My Wi-Fi was disconnecting all day on my phone, so I'm very happy that my Wi-Fi is working on my computer and that it allowed me to stream. I like it when white women cook ethnic foods. Tacos here, yeah. Kind of reminds me of Peggy Hill from King of the Hill. We are making tacos for Cinco de Mayo, Hank. What did you specialize in school, Ath? Do you mean like what my major was gonna be? My major was gonna be psychology. Since I'm autistic, I wanted to help autistic kids. I wanted to go into a field like that, to help others, but I realized school is a scam. I do not like modern colleges at all. I do not like modern school system at all, any level. I think it absolutely sucks. I don't know if it's different in parts of the world, but in America, at least, the schooling system was all founded by the Rockefellers. You can Google that. It's true. All the textbooks are owned by them. They control the history you read. They control what you learn. And I think modern school is literally like a prison. Don't even get me started on that food they feed you in the cafeteria. My goodness. But when I was in college, I was going into psychology. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture on PS4. Is that a Christian game? Is it good? Cinco de Mayo is Independence Day. Did you get mattress for the new place, or you got on the previous one? We have a mattress. People used to live here. So I had sleeping on the mattress the people left. It sucks, but my dad said we can't get like a new bed for me until we sell our other house. We don't have that much money to spend right now. But once we have the other house, then once we sell the other house, then hopefully I can get a new mattress, because I really don't like the mattress I'm on now. I miss the schizo talks. Thank you, Athena. You're welcome. It really is a scam. I did 4 years and barely learned anything that helped me get a job. Yeah, for real. And I went to private school, so like it was better than public school. Like, but I still didn't learn much useful information. Like I said earlier, you know, I haven't even learned. We never learned geography anywhere in my schools. You know those things, and it's like, we are not Americans. We know where things are on the map. It's like, why didn't they teach geography to Americans? Like, why? Why? Every other country knows geography. Like, do they just want us to be stupid? Like, that's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like, it feels weird that I can't identify certain places of this world. What are your opinions on children's horror movies like Coraline? Actually, I really do like. I actually really do like Coraline. I used to watch that movie a lot when I was younger. I liked that movie. I actually didn't find that. I actually did not find that movie scary. I found Coraline relaxing. Actually, I'm not sure why. I loved the animation. I thought the animation was spectacular. I also had the Coraline game on DS, and I thought it was cozy. I don't know. I never was scared of that movie. But I was scared of an episode of That's So Raven where she gets trapped in like a stomach at a body museum. And I got scared of the Disney Christmas Carol CGI one that released in like 2007 with the Ghost of Christmas Future. And I got scared at Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I was going to save this for my autism stream, but my mom... Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Attorney Woo. We were watching... My father showed us this show, this Korean show. It's on Netflix. You can pirate it. Really good show. I am encouraging you to watch it. About this woman who has Asperger's, specifically savant syndrome, Asperger's, and she's an attorney. Only 10% of autistic people have savant syndrome, so it's not like you know, your everyday autist. But there were things in that show that definitely resonated with me and my parents. And anyway, I'm talking about Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Anyway. I was having a deep conversation with my mother about my autism one night when we were watching it recently, and she says that one time I went to see Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs with my friend, and the mom said, you know, I don't think your daughter is normal. She was crying the entire time through Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and we had to leave, and your daughter was freaking out and having like a meltdown. And my mom knew. Like, I want to talk about it more in like just a one-off stream about autism, my journey with it, because I learned a lot of new information about it and my journey with it. Like my mom was saying, I was like stacking soup cans and stuff, which is a sign. I never knew I used to do that. But my dad always denied it, but like my mom would have these other kids' parents say like, your daughter isn't normal. And anyway, I don't know why. Anyway, we're talking about Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I don't know why that movie scared me so much. I really don't. If I had to guess, it's because most autistics, we're very picky eaters. Most of us have AFRID. Food kind of like terrifies us in a way. Like, it needs to be the same food. Like, and I think just the thought of a bunch of, this must have been like when I was 7 or 8, and I think just seeing a bunch of scary grown food that I don't like eating because I'm autistic, like different food, like not my safe food, like invade a town, it was scary to me, honestly. Like, it's weird how I found Coraline relaxing with, and I know it's silly, yes, it's literally a kid's movie about giant food, Athena, why are you crying over it? But I found that very interesting. Oh yeah, the book. Yeah, I want to read the book. My high school made geography mandatory. It helped a lot in college. Lucky. Yeah, Roland, I actually wanted to try to get back into watching Breaking Bad again. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, Great Attorney Woo. Yeah, it's Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Yeah, your mom watches it. That's awesome. Now you know a little bit more about it. I try to explain my mental stuff to my mom. She doesn't understand. Is there a way to explain this stuff in a way boomers can understand? Do you have Asperger's? Do you have autism? Because I need to know what you have so I can help your parents explain it. Unironically, Attorney Woo is a really good show that helps, that I think can help a lot of boomers understand autism a little bit more. There's been terrible autistic representation throughout the years, but that is a really good show. As somebody who has autism, that is the best autistic representation I've ever seen in television, and it came out of Korea of all places, so I find that very interesting. But mac and cheese, just let me know what you got and I can try to help you. You're in Australia, really? What is it like? Isn't it morning in Australia? Oh, Monster House! You got scared at Monster House? Bro, I loved Monster House. I loved Monster House and the Little Vampires movie. Hiding strategic. I don't know. Wouldn't finding the idea of eating only sardines your whole life revolting and horrifying help you identify with the main characters more? I don't know. I honestly don't even remember the plot of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I just blocked it out. I just know it was terrifying to me. But sardines, I don't understand how people can like sardines. I've never, okay, this is kind of weird. So I've never had a fish in my life, but as I've grown older, I've grown more open into the idea of trying new foods has grown on me a little bit. And my dog has this salmon treat. And don't judge me. But bro, it smelled really good, and I looked at the ingredients and it was all healthy. And I was like, maybe I should try just a little treat. Because it was salmon. I never had salmon before. And it was in a cube. And I was like, oh, a salmon cube? Okay, this might be a good way for me to try salmon. But I ended up not eating it. Because I just didn't want to go through with it. But maybe I'll try salmon. I'm just always worried about salmon because I hear they have worms. When I was a kid, I would organize the candy boxes at the grocery store in those big bins in the middle of aisles. Yeah, that's a sign of, it can be a sign of OCD, but it's also a sign of specifically lining things up, not so much organizing. Organizing is more OCD. Specifically lining things up in categories or piles is a sign of autism. Asperger's, anxiety, depression, black-pilled. You're black-pilled? Mac and cheese. If you're black-pilled right now, just think about how much God loves you. How Christ suffered and died for you so your sins can be forgiven so you can have eternal life. There's nothing to be afraid or scared about. God will always be here for you. I know anxiety and depression can suck. I've been dealing with it recently because I moved. But at the end of the day, I still have the Lord, and I have this community. I take deep breaths, and I know that things will work out because the Lord will always provide for me. And I'm sorry you're going through that, but have you been diagnosed? I feel like it would help help your mother if you got an official diagnosis. Because if you self ID, then your mom might be like, oh, you don't even have it. I don't understand this, but an official diagnosis can change some things. But if you can't afford an official diagnosis, just talking to your mother about, hey mom, I love you so much. I think I might have XYZ. Here are some signs I've been exhibiting. You can read these articles to understand it a little bit more, and this is what I'm going through, and I love you, and I would appreciate it if you could help me with these things. I think that could help sometimes. Athena, what is your current safe food or choice? I know you said you went off pretzels. I did go off pretzels because they literally almost killed me. I'm eating this thing called, let me go get it. I'm gonna go get it real quick. I'll BRB. Alright, just for you, Roland got it out of the trash can. I'm eating Blake's seed-based birthday cake crispy treats. It's this bar made with rice and all good ingredients. It's made with pumpkin seeds. It's allergy friendly and stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm just a deer. What can I say? Eating seeds. This deer guy eating seeds. They make those with ash. Try gorilla bites instead. Huh? What do they make with ash? Sorry. I don't know. Oh, salmon? They make salmon with ash? I've never ate salmon, don't worry. Salmon skin is tasty when fried into chips. Ooh. Does loving insects have anything to do with autism? Autistic people do have a thing called special interest, which is when you hyperfixate and learn everything you can about a certain subject, and you usually specialize in that subject. For some reason, trains and insects seem to be common ones, especially among males. So, yes, having a special interest does have stuff to do with autism. How do you feel about fictional characters that are autism coded? I mean, I think it's wave. I think it would be awesome if they just straight out said that they're autistic. But, I mean, for instance, I've been watching Even Stevens, and one of the characters, his name is Tom. I'm like, bro, this dude is expressing some autistic traits. Like, he was like, oh, if only I... Like, oh, dang it, what's the line? Like, he likes puns. Like, his only friend is his mom. He specializes in he has like he collects a bunch of stuff. Like, he's really bad at socializing. He likes musical theater. I don't know. Like, I can just tell. I'm like, this person is autistic coded. Oh, he's very impulsive and says his true feelings. For instance, this lady was like, I don't want pulp in my orange juice, and he was like, can you just drink? I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, look it up. Blake's. They also have strawberry birthday cake bars. Not birthday cake, it's just strawberry bars. They're good. They're yummy. I also am eating stuff by a company called Made Good. I like eating bars. I eat these chocolate birthday cake bars, and I eat these vanilla crispy bars by the brand. Depression/black pill is hard, I know, but understand God's love and intention for your life. So true. A tree is gonna grow in your tummy. That's what we were told if we ate apple pies. Well, you know what's interesting is there was this girl and she like ate a pumpkin seed and then like a tree actually started growing in her tooth. I'm not sure if that's real, but I remember hearing that when I was younger. There was photographic evidence of like a sprout, like something sprouting in her tooth. I don't know how it sprouted, but the pumpkin seed sprouted or something. That kibble is made with ash. Well, we get organic ones from my dog, so I'm not sure. Oh, you know what I've never understood about seeds? Sunflower seeds. I've never understood sunflower seeds. So when I first got them, I was eating them. Like, I thought you get the seed, you put it in your mouth, you eat it. And I was like, ew, like the shell was poking the inside of my mouth and was hurting. How was I supposed to know? You have to get the sunflower shell off of the sunflower seed before eating it. Like, why do they make it like that? Like, wouldn't it be much easier if the machines did it? And sometimes they make them flavored too. But it's only the shell that's flavored. Like, you just want to suck on the shell. Like, I don't get it. Like, you can't eat the shell. It doesn't make sense. That's the only thing I don't understand. Athena liking musical theater isn't a sign of autism, it's a sign of something else. Hey, I was a theater nerd, okay? Maybe I just resonate with that character. I've taken medication on and off since high school, but still, I don't think she gets it because she's a boomer. Honestly, Mac and Cheese, the best thing you can do is pray for her and have a heart-to-heart with her. Even if she doesn't understand all of it, at least you can try to help her understand it slowly. Okay, good night, Janoy. Thank you so much for being here, friend. I told a girl I liked insects, and she asked if I was autistic. She then proceeded to call me arrogant because I used words nobody used. What? That's so weird. Like, just because you use words that nobody uses, like, doesn't mean you're arrogant. Maybe it just means you learned that vocabulary when you were younger and it stuck with you. People use the words they know. Doesn't mean you're a know-it-all or anything. If you eat a watermelon seed, it grows in your tummy. Whoa. Hey, Prentice, how are you doing, friend? Never liked sunflower. I always thought that was weird too. Yeah, I never liked sunflower seeds when I was a kid. I just sucked the salt off the shell. Right. The more prepared it is, the more it costs. So some leave the shell so people can get it cheaper. Same with pistachio. Oh, I see. Thank you. People just abuse that to sell it by weight and saying it adds more grams. Oh, that's smart too. That is smart. They weren't even words nobody used. She just didn't know one word. Hey, well, if a girl won't accept you for liking bugs and using big words, then she's not the girl for you, Misa. Don't worry about it, friend. You'll find yourself a nice lady. I don't know, maybe there is a connection between insects and people with autism, because I don't really like insects, but I love worms. Like how I was saying, I love like flipping over bricks and trying to find worms. I did that since I was a kid, and I still do it. I love worms. Worms rock. Worms are swag. Maybe she thought you like to eat bugs. Oh. Yeah, there are some people that are like obsessed with insects that like eat them too. Like that's a no from me. But if you just like them and you won't eat them, then that's fine. Yeah, they're special interest. Alright, well, I'm getting really hungry. I'm gonna be eating some mac and cheese tonight. Some organic mac and cheese. What's your explanation for the Sonic autism connection? Bro, I have no idea. I don't know what the connection is with Sonic autism and Five Nights at Freddy's and autism, but it seems like all the people that like those things are autistic. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I mean, animatronics are cool, but I don't like that Five Nights at Freddy's is horror. Chuck E. Cheese is fun. I mean, maybe neurodivergent kids just have more of a fun time at Chuck E. Cheese, so they like FNAF. I don't know. Sonic, though, I don't know. I truly don't know why we like trains so much. Like, I think trains are cool, but I don't know why people like Sonic so much when they're autistic. I truly don't know. Maybe he's just a cool character they admire and they want to be fast like him. What can I say? We don't have any research papers on it, so if somebody can fund a study on the connection between Sonic and autism, I would read that. But anyway, I think that will be it for my welcome back stream today, friends. I don't really have much else to say. My tummy is too busy grumbling over some mac and cheese. So I'm gonna go. Oh, and my dinner safe food of choice recently has been pizza. It's this organic pizza. It's really good. I forgot what it's called. But it's super yummy. I love pizza. Oh, and I've been drinking the water here is what's it called? Like spring water, so I can actually get water from the tap. And let me tell you, the only place water has tasted that good was at my grandma's house when I was younger. But bro, the water here tastes so good. Like sometimes you just drink water and it tastes yucky, but sometimes you drink water and it is like the most yumlicious, refreshing treat. And I don't know. No, it's not cauliflower pizza. It has real. I'm not a what's it called? Celiac. I'm not a celiac. I can have gluten. I like gluten. I'm Italian. I love carbs. I love bread. I love rolls. I love pasta. I love pizza. People say carbs are bad for you, but I think I read this thing that say like women need more carbs than men, so maybe that's why I'm a carb addict. I don't know why, but I really like carb. Carbs. Water shouldn't have a taste. Yes, it does. It tastes like refreshing water. Water does have a taste. I agree. Okay, before we leave, let's do a poll. 1, in the chat if you think water has a taste. 2, if you think water does not have a taste. Waters have distinct taste. Spring water being the best. And when you get ice, oh, bro, so good. I love crunchy ice. I don't like the gigantic cubes. I like the tiny ice cubes. Yeah, water with fluoride in it tastes terrible. Fountain water, yuck. But spring water, dang, bro, look. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Dang. 3. Depends. In different parts of England, it tastes more minerally. I don't like cold water. I love cold water. I will not drink water if it's hot. There's definitely a taste depending where it comes from, right? I said water shouldn't have taste. Yes, it should. It should have taste. All water tastes like something. Looks like you're outnumbered. Usually I'm a dictator, but I will allow democracy for this instance. The people have voted. The people of the Deerno state have voted, and the results are in. Water should have a taste. If carbs are so bad for you, why did God accept grain offerings in the Old Testament? Checkmate, anti-carb people, yeah. I'm a carb addict. Well, actually, my father says I've been eating more recently, so that's good. Anyway, I think I'm gonna head off now. I'm gonna hang up now. I've missed you guys. Really appreciate you all being here and welcoming me back. I'm very happy to be back. I know I have a lot of DMs to respond to. I will do my best this week with them. Thank you for looking out for me and praying for me and being here for me and supporting me and watching me. I'm going to maybe make a schedule tonight of what I'm going to be streaming. Like I said, I have some ideas. Like, obviously, we're gonna read the Bible. Oh, also, I've been reading the Bible. John is so confusing to me. John is very hard for me to understand. It's a very hard book. Maybe I'll go back to the Old Testament. I've been trying my best to understand John, but it's written so differently than the other books. It's really hard for me to understand. But I'm going to do my best. Yeah. I'll verify everybody on Discord. But yeah, I want to do a Toys R Us catalog reading. I want to play some more shoot 'em ups. We can do Bible. So yeah. Okay, yeah, let's say ending prayer, shall we? In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Oh Lord, thank you so much for helping my Welcome Back stream go good, for allowing my Wi-Fi not to disconnect, and for me to have a stable connection, so I can spread coziness and comfiness in your love towards others. Lord, help us to all grow closer to you. Help us remember to pray and read our Bibles. Help us to grow closer to you, your love, your wisdom, and your understanding. O Lord, we bind and rebuke all demons trying to harm us by the blood of your Son, Yahuwah HaMashiach. Please forgive us our sins, O Lord. Thank you for providing us with this amazing community, food, water, and shelter. Amen. In the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Yeah, Yume Tuki sounds fun. I'll have to DM Smithy or like see if I can set things up for it, because I know some people really like that and want to be there for the exploration. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just really, really blessed. I'm really happy. Yeah, become Fumo. I'm really happy that you guys were so concerned about me and thinking about me and are here wishing me a good welcome back. It really means a lot, and I'm really happy to have you guys as friends. So thank you for supporting me, and God bless you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
Goodbye, friends. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Athena, tomorrow. Bye-bye.